Most e-commerce brands think ranking number one on Google is some mysterious process that takes years and massive budgets. They see competitors dominating search results for the exact products they sell, while they're stuck only ranking for their brand name. But after building and scaling e-commerce brands internationally, I found that there are 4 key steps that can get you ranking number one for the keywords that actually drive revenue. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire process so your store can dominate search results and capture the high intent traffic your competitors are missing. Let's start with why most e-commerce stores never get close to that number one spot. What I see most brands doing wrong is trying to do everything at once. They publish blog posts, they tweak meta tags, they build random backlinks, but it's all disconnected because there's no actual strategy. 56% of Google searches are non-branded. That means if you're only showing up for your brand name, you're missing more than half the opportunity. This lack of focus spreads your efforts too thin, you waste time and money without seeing any long-term results, you might get a temporary bump here and there, but you never sustain those rankings. And the fundamentals? Often ignored. I'm talking poor site structure, slow loading times, and thin content. And all of these things block you from actually breaking into the top results. The result? Tons of effort, little to no growth, and continued dependency on paid ads. This is why we use a focused 4-step process that helps e-commerce stores rank number one and stay there. Step number one in this is analyzing your current performance and site architecture. We start by looking at what you're already ranking for, using Google Search Console and Google Analytics, because we want to see, are you ranking for product keywords or just your brand name? Then we analyze your site structure, because a strong SEO-friendly structure follows a clear hierarchy. Homepage, categories, subcategories, and then product pages. If your products are buried too deep or disconnected from your category pages, Google can't make sense of your store. We also audit your technical setup. This means checking crawlability, mobile usability, duplicate content, and whether your important pages are even being indexed. Finally, we assess your on-page content. Are your titles and descriptions optimized? Do your product and category pages actually have meaningful content? Because most don't. Now, let's talk about step number 2, researching your market and identifying high-value keywords. We analyze the competitive landscape. What keywords are your competitors ranking for, and what kind of content are they using to rank? We dig deep to uncover long-tail high-intent phrases like best affordable blender or trail running shoes for flat feet. Then we identify the keywords that signal real purchase intent, and we're not just looking at high-volume keywords, we care about the commercial value like men's trail running shoes size 10, because it's way more valuable than just running shoes. We map out the search intent behind every keyword, like is the user searching to research, compare or buy? Because if a keyword like best gaming laptop shows blog post in the top results, we are not going to rank it for a product grid. We create a comparison guide. Then we assign each keyword to a specific page. Product keywords go to product pages. Category keywords go to category pages, and guiding comparison keywords go to blog posts. This prevents keyword cannibalization and keeps every page focused on the intent. By the way, if you want our team to implement these exact 4 steps for your e-commerce store while you focus on growing your business, click the first link in the description. Next is step number 3, building the right site architecture. This is the foundation that Google uses to understand your store. We'll organize categories and subcategories to mirror how people actually search. For example, fitness equipment leads to treadmills, and from there to folding treadmills. Internal linking is key here. We use navigation, breadcrumbs, and featured product links to pass authority through your site. Links from your homepage will be sent to your categories, and from your categories to your product pages. This creates clear paths for Google to follow. We ensure crawlability by fixing orphan pages, broken links, unnecessary duplicate content, and we use canonical tags and no index rules to control what gets indexed. On the technical side, we optimize site speed, we use compressed images, and we ensure your design is mobile friendly. Then we clean up your URLs so they're simple and readable. Because if you don't get this foundation right, Google will not rank you no matter how good your content is. Now, let's move on to step 4, executing content and authority building. With your architecture in place and your targets identified, it's time to build out content that actually ranks. We start with your key pages, product pages that need unique keyword optimized titles, compelling descriptions, helpful FAQs, customer reviews, and alt tags for images. Category pages need clear introductions with primary keywords and internal links to relevant products and guides. We also add schema markup like product review and FAQ schema to help Google better understand your content and enhance your search appearance. Then we create supporting content that includes blog guides like how to choose the right espresso machine or comparison posts like brand A versus brand B. These target early stage buyers and pass link equity to your product and category pages. For backlinks, we take a strategic approach. We don't try to build links to every product. We focus on your top categories and your homepage. We use outreach, guest posts, PR, and influencer partnerships to build high quality links from relevant sources. Because our authority comes from more than just backlinks, we help you establish real brand mentions and get you listed on directories or in best lists in your page. We also encourage user-generated reviews, citations, and engagements across the web. These are the signals that Google is looking for to really see if you are a real brand. Most e-commerce stores never reach number 1 on Google because they're trying random tactics instead of following a proven systematic process. While your competitors are still guessing what works, you could be systematically climbing to the top of the search results for the keywords that drive the most revenue. If you want us to handle implementing this entire 4-step system for your e-commerce store end to end, click the link in the description to see how we can work together. Thank you guys, and I'll see you again in the next video.